Hey everybody, we're back with another music reaction video. I'm going to give one more listen to a song from the Disney pop princess Olivia Rodrigo. The song we're going to listen to is called All American Bitch. When we listen to the song, we may get some questions answered. Main question I'm interested in is, who's the bitch? Well, by the way, I got an interesting story for you. I came up with that question, that phrase, back when I was around 17, in the 80s. I liked coming up with jokes. I thought of the joke. If they made a TV show out of my life at home with my family, siblings, what would it be called? That reminds me of an incident where my friends called me up on the phone, and they said they had called earlier, and I wasn't around, something like that. And he said my sister answered. And I said, which one? And he said, the bitch. And I thought about that, and that doesn't tell me much. So I asked, which one? And we had a good laugh about that. There's a few people I can think of that might be the bitch here in her song. To bring you up to date, on Olivia's first album, she dumped a bunch of her sourness onto her ex-boyfriend, Joshua Bassett. And around that time, he urged his fans not to send hate on my behalf, I guess to Olivia. Yeah, it's weird how today's men are so decent. It's like a reversal. You see, women were known for being the decent ones back in my day when I was young. Olivia also went on the attack to her ex's current girlfriend, Sabrina Carpenter, who had a similar response to all the attacks. She also asked friends not to spread hate in anyone's way. And so now here we are, a couple of years later, with the second album. And so far, looks pretty similar. Still lots of negative emotions she needs to get out. But in the song I reacted to yesterday, she puts lots of blame on herself, even saying she was playing the victim. But maybe I didn't fully understand those lyrics. And I don't think the song was about the relationships. So moving on here, I want to point out something here on the screen. Right down here. There's a video from a year ago. That was her last video she put up until just 2 months ago. Video from last year gets 3 million views. Then she puts up a new music video. And do you see those numbers there? It gets 54 million views. Yet there's a bunch of people saying, who is this person? And yes, the only people who know her are the people who are fans of her or watch the Disney Channel. And if you look at the next few videos, you see a big drop. There's 15 million, 500,000, 4 million. So yeah, she is not that popular. I think what happened was that first video that came out, it's a big one. I think it just got shared a lot, and who does the most sharing on the internet is teenage girls, which is her fans. There aren't 50 million teenage girls in the Western world, and half of them hate her. That's just my guess. I want to react to this 30-second video here. Guts. Call for your free consultation. Looks like a comedy. This may give me some insight.
Do you have a pain in your guts? Do you regularly suffer from the agony of spilling your guts to complete strangers you barely met? Do you experience issues trusting your gut in matters of love and work? Do you ever hate your own guts? Well, then here's the product for you. Guts by Olivia Rodrigo, the state-of-the-art.
Wait, I gotta pause here. This is very interesting. I've never heard that word guts, name of her album, put into that phrase, hate her guts. And I have it in my title. I came up with that on my own just a half hour ago. And this video is weird. She seems to be making fun of herself and her songs, yet she writes them and they're so serious and disturbing. And this love stuff, man. Well, that's the word they're taught to use. Okay, let's not get into that.
Do you ever hate your own guts? Well, then here's the product for you. Guts by Olivia Rodrigo, the state-of-the-art new product that takes all your jumbled up emotions and jumbles them up even further. Call today for a free consultation.
Yeah, just like an hour ago, I was going into my kitchen and thinking, her songs make her seem depressed, but outside of her songs, she seems normal and happy, like in those pictures. All right, then just 3 days ago, let's see, live rehearsal of All American Bitch. So I'll check that out now.
I am light as a feather, I'm as stiff as a board. I pay attention to things that most people ignore. And I'm alright with the movies that make jokes about senseless cruelty, that's for sure. And I am built like a mother and a total machine. I feel for your every little issue, I know just what you mean. And I make light of the darkness, I've got sun in my motherfucking pocket, best believe. Yeah, you know me, forgive and I forget. I know my age and I act like it. Got what you can't resist. I'm a perfect all-American. I am light as a feather, I'm as fresh as the air. Coca-Cola bottles that I only used to curl my hair. Rock class and integrity, just like a goddamn Kennedy, I swear. Love to spare.
I don't care for how she uses the word God, and I'm not religious, but it comes off as just pretentious and immature. She does that a lot, uses the word God as a curse word, and then when she curses, the way she curses, it's cringy. So far this isn't working for me. Let's continue. Oh my God.
I'm grateful all the time.
She's proving my point here, man. I hear that a lot of her fans are like 12 and 13. Now, if she was that age, then it'd be okay. But she's 20. Are you surprised by that?
I'm sexy and I'm kind. I'm pretty when I cry. Oh, all the time. I'm grateful all the fuck.
That was me just cringing. My face was literally cringing, people. I wanted to make a good review this time. She continues to surprise me.
In time. And I'm pretty when I cry.
And this fake bitch. She's trying to come off as not a Disney princess, not the good girl she says she grew up as. I can see through this, man. Why can't other people? Why can't teenagers see through this? Let's check out the comments. I know I shouldn't do this. Because we're just going in deeper. But look at this. Olivia never disappoints. She's so much happier with this album. Okay, this is really good. I was just thinking about what I should, if I should say something here, and then I read on. It's hard to approach punk from a bubblegum pop perspective. But those are two things she managed to merge. She did merge them. And it's cringy to me. 9 replies. Let's see, they'll all agree. It's really not. Like, brah, what the fuck is that scream? Yes, that was just, do that at home when no one's around and into your pillow. I've talked about that years ago. I do that. But this is embarrassing. Right, you do that when you're alone. There's some people who are criticizing some things here. Look, just say you're not her target audience. I was talking about that, I think, in my first video. I'm not her target audience, and we know her target audience is clearly teenagers, young teenagers, and leave. Like, why are you even here? I've been thinking about that every day. If you don't like her music, you're really that bitter. Bitter. I noticed this yesterday. Fans of Olivia calling the critiquers bitter. Completely riot girl aesthetic. It just seems so fake. Stop whining. She's singing really good, as everyone is saying. It just doesn't sound good here. Look, can we appreciate everyone playing the instruments? Yeah, I can. You don't see that very much. The drummer pounding away behind the singer. That's good. Pure talent. Not everyone can do the studio and live perfectly sound the same. They sound the same because it's not very good to begin with. Masterpiece. Sorry. I think this is a sign of music headed still downwards. It doesn't look good for the future. Oh man. Someone saying this is reminiscent of the awesome female-fronted bands of the 90s. Well, I don't know many. I was thinking of Gwen Stefani, no doubt. But I would not put these two together. I was thinking of Gwen's song, I'm Just a Girl, which Olivia said about criticism of her first album. So yeah, that was the whole song. The song is 2 minutes, 46 seconds. That's a bad sign when a song is that short. That's a lot like how songs were in the 50s, and those were pretty bad. But, that length is not bad in itself. It just often hints to a song being pretty cheap. Now, for someone who's like 13, this song may be just fine. Is her music getting less mature as she gets older? Yes, she says she grew 10 years. Felt like it. I now have 6 videos about her for you to watch. What's next for my channel?
Well, welcome to episode 6. And today we're going to talk about Rush's 1980 album, Permanent Waves. And this here is...
You can be sure that 40 years from now, none of us are going to be talking about Olivia Rodrigo's second album from 2023. But look at what people are still talking about and watching. When someone says Olivia has pure talent, I think of this band in an instant and have to laugh. This band is still blowing the minds of us 40-year fans and blowing the minds of new listeners. Thumbs up or thumbs down. What should I listen to next?